Very good morning to all my kids. This chapter 8 in science, cell structure and function, has been completed now. We have done all the exercises from question number 1 to question number 9, and the keywords which we will do, and I will provide the notes of the keywords in a class group. Children, there are certain special points and topics which are important and they have to be discussed here, and these topics are the prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. This I want to explain and re-explain. And the second one is the plant cell and animal cell, the difference between plant cell and animal cell. So first thing is the prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. So you know that pro means primitive type. If karyon means nucleus. If the nucleus is primitive type, the nucleus of the bacterial cell is not well organized. If the nucleus is primitive type and not well organized, means nucleus have some important parts like the membrane, the outer membrane, that is nuclear membrane, the liquid of the nucleus, that is nucleoplasm, and the nucleolus. These are the three parts of the nucleus. Like, see, this is the nucleus. This is the nucleus. This is the surrounding, which is known as the nuclear membrane. There is a liquid filled inside the nucleus, that is the nucleoplasm, and a central very tiny part, that is nucleolus. So this kind of nucleus is well organized nucleus. But in the prokaryotic cells, the nucleus is not well organized and not differentiated into nuclear membrane, nucleoplasm and nucleolus. It is a primitive type of nucleus which is present in the prokaryotic cells like bacteria, blue-green algae. Blue-green algae is what? The cyanobacteria, blue-green algae. These are the simple kind of living organism which have primitive cells. Okay. In contrast, the eukaryotic cells, eu means advanced and karyon means nucleus. The nucleus is well organized and advanced type. Like the nucleus of the eukaryotic cell have been differentiated into the outer membrane, that is nuclear membrane, the liquid part, the fluid part, that is the nucleoplasm, and nucleolus, that is the smaller central part. So in eukaryotic cell, the cell's nucleus has been divided into three major parts: nuclear membrane, nucleoplasm and nucleolus. And the genetic material is that is the chromosomes and genes. These are the genetic material which is clearly visible during the cell division. Okay. Now these kind of eukaryotic cells are found in all the living organism, all type of living organism except the bacteria and blue-green algae. Okay, these are the simple kind of living organism which contains the prokaryotic cells. So this is all about the prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Now the next thing that is very important in this chapter is the plant cell and the animal cell. Children, plant and animal both are the living organism of the earth. Plant also take oxygen as the animal use or consume oxygen. Plants show growth and movement and animal also show growth and movement. But still, according to the basic structure or the basic structure wise, the plant cell is completely different from the animal cell. There are some criteria. On the basis of that criteria, we can easily differentiate plant cell and the animal cell. The first criteria is the outermost layer. You can see here the outermost, this is the outermost layer, and this layer is known as cell wall. See the name, cell wall. This is the outer layer, that is the protective additional layer. It is for protection of the plant cell. The inner is what? The cell membrane or plasma membrane. In animals, these plasma membranes are found only around the cell, or it is present outside, or it is the outermost layer in the animal cell. You can see the outermost layer is a single cell. Okay, whereas in the plant there are two membranes. First is the cell membrane or plasma membrane, and the other is the cell wall, that is the protective additional covering. Now the second difference is the centralized vacuole. In plant cell there is a big vacuole. You can see the big vacuole is found in the plant cell, whereas in the animal cell these vacuoles are smaller in size. See the size of the vacuoles in plant cell as well as in the animal cell. This is the structure of animal cell and this is the structure of plant cell. See the big size of vacuole. Here the size of vacuole is smaller. So this is the second difference. Now the third difference is the plastids. Plastids, the chloroplast, especially the chloroplast. The green color plastids are found in the plant cell only, whereas these plastids are completely absent in the animal cell. Okay, so these are the 3 points which make a difference between the plant cell and the animal cell. So these are the 2 points which I have to discuss here, and these 2 points are very important. So please learn it by heart. Try to draw the diagram, practice the diagrams. Okay, so this is all for you children, and the keywords and the question answer I will send you tomorrow in a class group. So thank you.